Welcome! Today I'm taking you inside one of the most extraordinary primary suites ever built, where indoor and outdoor merge through a glass wall and dual showers that connect directly with outdoor suspended jacuzzis. You'll see closets that open like something out of Star Trek and an office that feels more like the command deck of a cruise ship. I'm so excited to show you this space because it's my artistic interpretation about how we live, rest and dream. This is the portal room. 3 different doors, 3 different worlds. One takes you to the closet, one to the office, and one to the bedroom. So we have Japanese panel walls with the rice paper. We have antique reclaimed hardwood floors. And we have a large central skylight letting natural light in. So basically it's get dressed, get rested, or get to work. Choose your adventure. Let's start with the one that's built for peace, the bedroom. From the moment you enter, you're greeted with warmth. A private wet bar on each side. There's 2 entrances into this master bedroom. The walls blend Japanese restraint with Californian strength. Timber slats and rice paper panels softening exposed concrete. So I mentioned earlier that the floors were reclaimed, but I didn't say where they were reclaimed from. So they're actually reclaimed from a monastery in China, and that's why this room feels so zen. Which brings us to the best part of this whole bedroom experience, the magnificent view to the Pacific Ocean. We have 11-foot 2-inch floor-to-ceiling motorized glass doors, and you get the full power and majesty of the ocean. So let's open them up and I'll show you how they work. The control panel is right over here. We hit open. And voila! So they're very silent, and then they're going to pocket back into the pocket recesses. And that opens up this fantastic view to the outside. So the door track is built in flush, and the finish is seamless with the indoor-outdoor floor finish. We have our 2 sun lounges, and then our glass railing with stainless steel top cap. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you leapt perfectly from here, I think you could almost hit the deep end. The 2 sun lounges are perfect for an early morning meditation or a highly competitive nap. So I'm all about balance. So as you can see in this room, we have the masculine structure being the concrete walls, wrapped with the feminine calm, being everything else contained within the walls. Which brings us to the bookcases. So we have matching bookcases in the bedroom, one on each side of the wall, which acts for storage. So we have the rattan finish. Again, we have the same bleached ash wood for the finish. They have understrip LED lighting, and then they're floor to ceiling, 11-foot 2 inches. And then we have the seating area in front of the bed. It's a great place to hang out, to have morning coffee, read the paper, if you still read the paper, maybe dinner in the evenings. It's got a fantastic view if you want to have a look at that view from that angle. I mean, this is what we're seeing right now. The furniture, we have a travertine coffee table. We have 2 velvet chairs there. The fabric is matching the bed head. And here we have a nice 2-seater sofa. For those of you who have been watching the channel would already know this, but I began my career as a furniture maker when I was 15 years old. And all of the furniture in this home, in this room, I designed and created. And every great bedroom needs a great bed. And here it is. We have an Alaskan King mattress I don't know if all of you know what an Alaskan King is, but it's a really big mattress. We have a 4-poster design. It's one of one in the world, I know, because I drew it up and designed it and had it custom fabricated. We have the velvet suede headrest and bench at the front, so nice little seating area in front of the bed. It also contains the TV, which retracts back so it's out of sight so you can enjoy the view. And then you can get a sense of the scale of this bed, like it's enormous. You can sleep 4 people here if that's your thing. And if you look here around the side, I have built-in drawers, touch drawers. We have USB, USB-C outlets, our lights. Okay, so let's have a look at the TV. But before I do that, let's close these curtains. So the curtains are motorized, floor to ceiling, blackout, linen drapery. And let me grab the remote for the TV. We have a 60-inch 4K TV mounted on a under-the-bed TV mount motorized mechanism. So basically it retracts the TV out and extends up, and then when you're done, it folds back down and retracts under the bed, so it's out of the way. We have 5.1 surround sound in the ceiling. So over the years I've done a lot of primary suites with TV locations. I've tried just about everything there is to try. I've had fireplaces with TVs above the fireplace. I've had projectors where the screen comes down out of the ceiling and there's a projector behind the bed. I've done sitting areas where the TV is directly opposite the sitting area, but you can't really see it from the bed. And eventually I've gravitated to this, which in my opinion feels the best. It tucks away, you don't see it when it's not in use. And when it is, you don't need a massive screen because it's so close to your viewing area. So I'd love to hear what you think in the comments about your ideal location in your bedroom, and let me know. Now, for one of my favorite parts of the tour. It's the masculine and feminine en-suites. 2 separate worlds. And this is his side. You really don't know whether to meditate or take a shower. Okay, so let's start with the ceiling. We have this beautiful large skylight, and we have the light box ceiling, which sends diffused lighting throughout the room. For the stone, we have fluted stone. It's blue stone from Belgium. And then we did this polished finish, contrasting with the acid wash on the stone. Has a lovely texture. And again, our bleached ash wood for the cabinetry, and on the walls as well. So we have the shower, we have multiple jets, hand shower, shower head, rain shower, all controlled by a digital temperature controller, so you can adjust the temperature exactly how you want it. And then we have our motorized pocket door. So if you want, you can have an open air shower here. Let the sea breeze come in, it's nice. So once the window opens, it leads us to the coolest part of this tour. Your own very private jacuzzi. This is his side. On her side, we also have another jacuzzi. This is for balance and symmetry. And this jacuzzi is suspended. There's nothing underneath it. It's cantilevered and floating in the air. And what could be better than this? You're looking out over the Pacific Ocean, the beautiful sea breeze coming in, you can take a shower, watch the pelicans fly by, have the seagulls come check you out. It's perfect. Okay, let's take a look at her side now. On her side, you'll see it's much softer and lighter. And you'll see there's lots more counter space. Not because it's fair, but because evolution demanded it. So we have our floor heating here, so we can control the temperature on the floors. Coming along again, we have the fluted design on the stone, the backlit mirror, the custom built vanity, the stone sink. Again, the fluting detail runs right through. Makeup area, so you can have a chair here, do your makeup. And then back over here, we have the heated towel rail. Built-in niche, body sprays, shower head, hand shower, rain shower head, and then we have these built-in curved seating areas so we can seat on each side, linear drain, and again we have our temperature control for the thermostat. And then we did this nice little shower screen divider to hide the wiring to give us a shower screen. So we open it up, and just like his side, now we can turn this into an open air shower. Motorized, pocketing back in. And what that leaves you with is a bench. You just have to sit down, swing your legs over, and you're into the jacuzzi. Easy as that. And that's just the beginning of this primary suite tour. There are rooms hidden behind these walls that most people wouldn't even dream of. So follow me and let's check out the rest. Now you remember me telling you about the Star Wars doors? Well, let's have a look at the closet. So starting with our Star Wars door, it's a motorized pocket door. It recesses back into its pocket. The motor is in the top track. We have frosted glass for privacy. Welcome to the closet, or as some might say, every woman's dream. Here we have two closets, his side, her side, equal size, masculine, feminine. We have LED strip lighting, again, custom cabinetry, bleached ash wood, matching the rest of the home. We have drawer systems. We have pull-out pant racks, so you just hang your pants over these. Keeps it all neat and tidy. Your hangers, leather wrapped. Now here's a nice detail. It's a laundry basket. Just put your laundry in there. Keeps it out of the way. And then one of the most stunning features here is the natural light. So we have the skylight tied in with the window, letting great natural light into the closet. And you can get an idea of the scale and the size of the closet. I mean, you would have to buy a lot of clothing to fill this. A lot. So that concludes our tour of her closet, and in keeping with the Fortress Sanctuary theme, I think every woman would agree that this is a woman's sanctuary. So let's go and check out his closet. Oh, there is a shortcut, but I will show you that later. And here's his wet bar. And welcome, his closet. And now you've seen his closet, which will probably end up being her closet. Let's continue on with the tour. I've showed you where to rest, where to get dressed, and now let me show you where to work. Welcome to the Starship Command Center. We get this beautiful view over the courtyard, the koi pond. If you look in the back, we can see the mountains. So we have this beautiful hand-carved table, extraordinary details on the bottom, fitting in with our Japanese, Asian influences. Our chair, well, it's Italian leather. And if you watched the theater room video I did, you'll notice that this is the exact same Italian leather that I used on those sofas. And then we have the same rattan headrest. And I really loved the curve. I wanted to get the curves in the armrest all molded into one. Here we have the bookcase. We have this lattice pattern. Again, it's actually matching the theater room, but in a smaller scale. And we have the rice paper on these ones. We can put bits and pieces back there so you don't see them. This one I left open in case we want to display objects. And then with our bookcase, we just have some artifacts displayed there. And then from here, you can see the mountains, you can see the beautiful blue sky. Gives you a nice light, bright feeling. Almost feels like you're floating over the courtyard. And lots of inspiration comes from this point. You can feel the creativity. And you're almost in like this cocoon of, you know, nurturing wood, the Japanese influence with the slats, with the rice paper walls. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And this wraps up our tour of the primary suite. A place to rest, a place to get dressed, and a place to work. So this has been a labor of love for me. It's my passion. But another thing that I'm passionate about is building men. You see, I believe that we need to redefine masculinity, what I call true masculinity. And I also believe in the balance of femininity and masculinity, and I believe that this has greater power and greater influence on our lives than most people give it credit for. So if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what you thought of the tour and what you'd like to see next, because we're redefining architecture and redefining masculinity. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Oh, I hit basement.